What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another live trading session. Market open in about 6 minutes, so I'm about to get straight into the charts. All right, so we got this 4-hour bearish order block, but we inversed on the 1 hour, as you can see. So I'm currently bullish. Got this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. We got these 3 relatively equal lows, and we can reverse when we come into this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. Same thing for ES. Okay, and so ES created a low in this bullish fair value gap on the 5-minute, but as you can see, NQ inversed it right here. So my long scenario was price coming to this bullish fair value gap right here, sweep all of these lows, we get an inverse on the lower time frame to the upside. So I'm gonna mark that low out. NQ, yes. Okay, so boom, what I would like to see for shorts is price come up, sweep this 5-minute high that is about to be created in this bullish fair value gap. If it doesn't inverse it by 8:30, then we get an inverse on the lower time frame. And I'm gonna just mark the fair value gap out for ES. Ooh, we about to inverse it. We inversed it. I gotta take it out. I ain't even got a short scenario no more. Yeah, all I can take is longs now. Yeah, we're just gonna have to sweep all this 5-minute low resistance liquidity and then come into this 15-minute bullish fair value gap right here. Yeah, we obviously bullish. And so if we disrespect this rejection block right here, I would just want continuation longs. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be bullish on the entire day. Yeah, and so since we in this bearish rejection block, I will wait for accumulation to happen. You see how we came down? I want to see price come back up and we get an inverse a little bit higher for a more discounted entry. And I want to wait for accumulation simply because we inverse this bearish fair value gap right here. And if we don't get it and we just disrespect this rejection block right here, I'm gonna just be bullish the rest of the day. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it out. ES already created SMT at it, so we just sit and wait a little bit. All right, we just swept it, disrespecting the bearish rejection block. Now we bullish on the day. Now we wait for a continuation setup, and we had this bullish SMT at these lows. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, I could have took an entry from that, just from the SMT. And we got 9 AM news, only one orange folder, so it ain't much. Oh, tough. We want to see price come into this 5-minute bullish for value gap. We get an inverse on the lower time frame. We in there. All right, we just need an inverse on the lower time frame. It'll be a beautiful trade for me to take. I'm only bullish. I don't want shorts, so we just sit and wait. I would take a 30-second entry, but I want to wait for a 1 minute to form. And hopefully this 2-minute doesn't inverse this bullish fair value gap, or we gotta wait for accumulation if it does. But we just wait for a little bit. It looks like we ain't inverse it. It's right on the line. Now we wait for this 30-second to close to inverse this. Yeah, I'm gonna just assume this is a 1 minute fair value gap because my candle glitch, so I'm gonna wait for the 1 minute. We don't want this 3 minutes to inverse. We inversed it. Cool. I would love to see price resweep this low in this bullish fair value gap right here. That'd be tough accumulation. Great setup, and I would love that structure. I would take that. And we probably gonna get an inverse right here, but I'm gonna just wait. In case y'all can see, I'm gonna mark it out for y'all. This fair value gap right here. Just going into this 5-minute fair value gap was enough for price to go up. But since we inversed on a 3-minute, I want to wait for accumulation. I bet we swept this low. Now we need an inverse to the upside. Okay, we got this 30-second fair value gap right here. We want to see this inverse right here. I'm gonna set it up so y'all can see. I would take the trade all the way up to here. I ain't gonna lie. And go break even when price comes past this. So we just gotta wait for that. All right, never mind. We got a 1 minute now. Now we need a 1 minute inverse. We reswept this low right here. Now what would be crazy though is if for 9 AM we formed another rejection block. I would take that trade off rip. But I want to see this 1 minute inverse. Ooh, we got this 2 minute now. It's crazy how bearish we are all of a sudden. And we gotta wait for a 2 minute inverse. Now we got this 3-minute bearish fair value gap. I got a little feeling that like we won't inverse this. We'll go lower, but I just want to see. I would like to see the inverse, but I don't think we will. I'm gonna just be patient and level headed. Yeah, volatility gonna kick in a little bit after 9. Everybody waiting on the news. Okay, we got the inverse. Oh my gosh. Let me get out. Cancel order. We got the inverse. We immediately stopped everybody out. Sheesh. That news is crazy. All right, the 9 AM news kicked in. I wasn't expecting that. It was only an orange folder. I do want a bearish fair value gap form. I want to see price inverse this bearish fair value gap right here on the 30-second. All right, we inversed on the 3-minute. That's cool. We can consider this accumulation, which is great. No new rejection block is formed. We got this hourly bullish fair value gap. I want to see an inverse higher, whether it's the 1 minute or the 30-second. Now we in this hourly bullish fair value gap. We don't want to see price disrespect this bullish fair value gap right here. I don't know if I would take shorts because it's just one simple inverse. We're not really bouncing off of anything to go lower. We inversed this bearish fair value gap on the 4-hour, which is great. We inversed this 5-minute. I feel price is only going to go lower and come into this fair value gap. Yeah, today might genuinely be a no trade day, which I'm perfectly cool with. All right, we came into this bullish fair value gap right here on the 5-minute and took out all this low resistance liquidity. ES didn't take it out, creating a fair value gap SMT. That's some cool bullish confirmation. Okay, I would take this trade if it breaks structure. Yeah, I'm gonna take this trade. I feel like I'd be doing it too late. Confirm. You know, price getting to the fair value gap on break even. I'm gonna mark it out for y'all. All right, we came into it. Now we go break even. Now we 1-1-1. And so I took this trade because price broke structure on the 30-second. We had no fair value gaps to inverse, so that's what I wanted to see off the fair value gap SMT. Yeah, price holding back heavily. I just wanted to like burst through. That's what I normally do. We're in this 5-minute fair value gap. We're in a risk-free trade. We just want to see TP get hit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, now we got this high to sweep in this bearish fair value gap, which normally sends price lower, but we don't want to see that because we in the trade. Yeah, if you see price thumping when it swept that high, why I said, nah, it's a break even. Dang, man. I want to see if price gonna hit the TP or stop me out. Yeah, the risk reward was 1-to-1. It was 1800 for 1800. 2 back-to-back break evens. Something wins from here. As y'all can see, this would have been a stop out if I didn't go break even. But that's my trade for today. I'm gonna give it y'all next week, guys. Spare Tuesday, because Monday is Memorial Day. But alright, YouTube, that's it for this video. Peace.